Hello class. Today I am going to show you how to use Microsoft Project for your portfolio project for week 3. So go to Microsoft Project and please open. Click on blank project. Okay, now the very first thing we want to do is save our project. So please click on File, Save As. Select where you want to save it, and please call it Portfolio Project. Apparently I'm clicking on things. I'm just calling it Portfolio Project 1 because I already started one when my screen recorder was acting up. Then click on Save. Next, please go to File, Information or Info. We want to go over to Project Information, Advanced Properties. And here at the title, we want to make sure it says Portfolio Project. And where it says Author, please type in your name if it is not already there. Then we are going to click the back arrow. And we want to format the screen so we can see the name of our project up in the top line here. So we're going to go to Format. And we want the project summary task to show. So we need to click this box so it shows up, and then summary task also needs to be, we also want to see those when we add them in. So we want to make sure that's checked off. Next, we want to go to, where is it? Project Information. And for our purposes, I know it is well past 1/6/20, but we want to use the start date of our project as 1/6/20. So please enter that in here. Okay, and then click on OK. And then the next thing we want to do is enter in, starting on the line below Portfolio Project, we want to type in all of the tasks that we have to complete for our project. And those are taken from Appendix A in the Portfolio Project template, which was provided for you in week 1. Okay, so we're going to start entering those in. I have these in another project, so that I've already typed in, so I apologize. I'm just going to, well, not cheat, but I already did this, so I'm just going to go copy and paste them from there. Oops. Okay. Okay, so once you have typed in all of the tasks that we have to complete, what we want to do is we want to group them in an understandable way, or in a way that makes sense. So we're going to go to the task ribbon, and then using the outdent or indent here, we can enter in subgroups. Okay, so now we want to group them together. So we want to, as I said, click on task, and then we have indent here and outdent. Sorry, got to hover to see what it says, indent and outdent. In the schedule section, that we use those arrows to indicate whether they're either a title of a group or a subset of a group. The left arrow will promote an activity up to the header of a group here. Here, I'll do an example with you. So the first task is shown in the template to be invitations, or the first subgroup. So what we want to do here is we want to insert a new task line and create a new category titled invitations. So move your cursor to hover over the line item 2 in the shaded area to the left here. Sorry. You want to right click and then left click to insert task here. And then we're going to type the word invitations. Oh, sorry. Let's get rid of that and type the word invitations. And then we want to make sure we spell it properly. Okay, so enter, so we're directly below invitations. So here we want to go and then indent, go back up to task, over to schedule, and then where it says indent task, we want to click on that indent. So what that does is that moves design invitations over in order to be a subtask of invitations. So we're going to go down, and since we're going to group them all together, we are going to add test invitations with family and friends, and again do the indent, and then go down to review comments and finalize invitations, and we will indent one more time to show that those are all part of the same category. Okay, so we want to continue this, putting them into what we would consider logical groups. So here I'm going to insert another task. Whoops. And I'm going to call it responses. And for that, since it's right underneath there, we're going to have to use the outdent because we want it to show as a grouping. So then we go down to print mailing labels, and we want to use the indent there in order to put it in. Print invitations, I feel, goes with that. Mail invitations and get responses is part of that group as well. So for the next grouping, I think we should do like party prep or purchases, or I think I'm going to use party prep. So here at line 10, we want to insert a task and then go over there and then name your group for your tasks. So I'm just going to say party preparations and hit enter, which takes us down to the next line. Here, I think that creating our list of needed purchases, hang on, I got to outdent that guy, and then go down to create list of needed purchases. That's how it would have looked if I hadn't indented it before I outdented party preparations. So then go there and click on your indent to put it under. Identify the restaurant and band. Well, I think that goes under party prep as well. So hit the indent there. Schedule dates to make purchases. Yep, same category. Arrange transportation for the ceremony and the party. I think that goes there nicely as well. So I'm going to indent it so it's part of that grouping, part of that subgroup. Here, I think these are separate tasks. So I'm just going to say prepare or reporting, and hit enter. Again, that just kind of lined up with the previous party prep, so we want to make sure we outdent that and then go into enter data into Excel and indent there. And then for prepare report, we want to indent there as well. And now you can see that we have our main project set up. We have our subgrouping set up. And the next thing we will want to do is add predecessors. Sorry. So what I did here was I hovered over these double lines because I want to be able to see the predecessor column, which I can't. So you want to just kind of drag it and drop it. And then we want to add our predecessors for the project. Okay. So you can see I've added the predecessors here. So what you need to do is you need to go through and think about which item has to be completed prior to being able to move on to the next. So if you look at designing invitations, you don't have to have anything completed prior to that. If you need to, if you go down to test invitations with family and friends, you see that you need to design invitations in order to do that. So then you put the line here, 3, in the predecessor column for that one. And then you move on down the line through the different tasks to make those determinations. So these are the ones that I have come up with. You can try it on your own, but ultimately this is what you should end up with. Next, we're going to want to add our resources. And I seem to be having a glitch. Hang on. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Okay, I was having a few technical difficulties. Okay, so now you want to go in, and now that you've added your predecessors, you want to add in your resource names over here. Here I've just followed the directions from lesson 5, where you were assigned most likely like the project manager to the main ones of identifying the guest list, designing invitations, testing invitations, reviewing comments, and identifying the restaurant and band for the party, because those are the big things that you would want to be in charge of. For another person to be helping you, as identified, items like 5 through 7, you can assign to person 1, I'll call it. You could choose one of your friends' names, family name, whatever you want to do, and then continue on to the rest of them, and fill in your resource names for who's doing it. Once you are done filling in your resource names, we want to set a milestone or a baseline for the project, which means if we go back to the baseline, it will actually take you back to where you were. So this is really an important piece. Let me go. So we have to go up to project over here, and then set baseline. We want to select again, set baseline, and go down to baseline 1 and click OK. I did that before, so I'm just going to override it. And this is all you were to do for week 3. And if you have any questions, email me. And thanks for paying attention.